Hey, I'm Jeff from All Body Condition. Thanks for coming. Last week I took you guys through the bilateral or two-arm row. Today what we're going to do is start off with a couple rows with Sean. He'll do a couple rows to warm up because I never would take someone in the one-arm row or the unilateral row. But we'll go through a set, maybe 10 to 12 repetitions. Sometimes I time my sets, so maybe 30 to 45 second split would be adequate time. Good enough, Sean. Sean's already warm, you can see I just took him through the ringer with his workout. So what I'm going to do here is show you how we would loop it into one handle. What I do is I go left into the right between the yellow, and I'm going to have to switch my hands and pull it through. Then I would also do it again, left and right, once again, switch hands, and then the best part here is you get to whip it. Okay? So you whip it, looks like a little bit of a mustache, and then you know you're in business with the one handle. Don't hold on to the other handle, eventually that'll slip through, you'll fall right back on your butt. So the longest handle is the one you want to work with, okay? So, Sean's a right-handed guy, so I'm going to have him start on his lefty. You guys know the way the TRX works, right? The closer you move your feet in, the tougher or more challenging the exercise is, or in this case, the more resistance there is, okay? So I'm going to choose a moderate intensity to start. I'm trying to keep my hips real square. The more narrow your feet are, the more your core is going to feel engaged. If you're a little uncomfortable with that, get a wider base support for modification. Here's your one-arm row. Sean, come on in. I'm going to take you through the one-arm row with your left hand to start. Okay, so just every back pull, we should emphasize squeezing the shoulder blades or the scapula together at the very top of your motion. His core is real tight because he's exhaling as he pulls up, pulling his belly in, inhaling on the way down. So there's the one-arm row. You can see he's up here on his heels, or his toes are off the ground, which is adding a little more resistance to it. If you're new and you're uncomfortable with it at first, of course you can put your toes down for a modification. Okay? His feet are about shoulder width apart, so that's a pretty good stance. Once again, the narrower you move your feet, the more the core is going to be engaged. Go ahead and switch arms anytime you want. Okay, so about 10 to 12 reps, one arm at a time is adequate. Okay, so what we're going to do though is I'm going to take you guys through, I always love showing you guys the progression. So I want to involve more rotation in his, I'm just going to take you right to it, big guy, because I know you know how to do it. Rotate right around, reach in. And what we're going to do is, I call it the reach, rotate rather, reach and roll. Rotate, roll and reach right up here, like you're pulling back a bow and arrow, okay? So then we're getting the muscles all around the spine and the core working within the abdominals, transverse abdominals, obliques, hips, everything's targeted there. Good job, Sean. Awesome. So I've taken to the other arm, of course, but we did lots of these to start our warm-up or our workout today. That's your one-arm row with the rotation progression from last week, once again being that we did the two-arm row. Okay? So the next one, we want to pull it up to the 3 yellow stripes. I like to do an upper-lower or lower-upper body workout with these TRXs. What we're going to go to next is the lateral lunge. Last week we did the bilateral squat, and then we went right into the single leg squat. So what we're going to do in here is go into a lateral lunge. We're going to step big to the side, load up that one leg right here, and you're going to feel a big stretch in the adductors, glutes, hammies, and quads are working on that other leg that we squat down with, or lunge down with. Okay, Sean? So the lateral lunge, we'll go from side to side. This one's great for a lot of people tight in those inner thighs or adductors. Try to keep that heel down in between each time, Sean, so you feel a big stretch right inside the adductors. Good job. 10 to 12 repetitions to start, or once again, sometimes I time my sets with the TRX. Good job. That's the lateral lunge, okay? So lateral lunge for lower body strength, and then we did the one-arm rows. Now we're starting to get into more unilateral exercises, or one leg or one arm, one leg, one arm for single leg or single arm strength. Okay? Good work. Lateral lunge, single arm row. Thanks for coming, guys. Yeah!